From Atlanta, Georgia, we're live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. To Bradley Pinion to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Buying some time right. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. He has it at the 13. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He gets it ahead, lines up with about 3. Play made by Jacob Parrish.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going play fake with Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Breaks through and breaks away. Still fighting forward. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Falcons take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. Hits some space around midfield. Keeps it moving. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Irby has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
There's another for it. And this is stopped behind the line as well.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Headed out right. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers trim the lead to 1. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 12-yard line.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the shotgun, Penix. On him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
1st sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Man downfield, and he finds London.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
But it leads to 4th down.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. Real. 20. Done.
Baker now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, here's Baker. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Offense is out there and ready to get things going again. He dodged the tackle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Mayfield to throw again. Down to the 10. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Buccaneers 13, Falcons 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
19.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field. We've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Ready, set.
Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On second down, Robinson doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
A gain of 1 brings up
Third down, it's Penix. Rolling out to his left. Complete over the middle. We'll take him down after he advances this to about the 43. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a gain of 4. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stay with Robinson. Galloping inside the 40. Touchdown! The Falcons tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Cyber's able to connect on that extra point. And they'll take the lead.
14.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Buccaneers in need of some points before the break. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
180!
Mayfield to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Buccaneers first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Chased out to his right. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Intercepted in the end zone. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Penix working from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking deep, back over the... Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick 6?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
Coughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 6. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. Oh, Penix lost it. But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Seibert's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Agnew on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Cyber tacks on the point after. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Baker now. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. McLaughlin has it on the tape, and he's ready to send this flight. Here's Agnew on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. The handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled by big Logan Hall.
at the 44-yard line.
Third and just 2 to go.
Brings up third down and 2.
Try and run here with Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here.
6-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
First down.
First and 10 from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Robinson again here on second. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Escapes out to the left. He's running for it.
You
Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Running left is Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield set to pass. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Agnew on the return. Things going well so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those close routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Back to Pitts it goes. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Firing quickly is Penix. Complete. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons bring it back to even.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully this turns out to be nothing. Catch made. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Brought in. He's taken down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Once more, it's Mayfield. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now we're on with Robinson. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. This is Robinson. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner to the 48. 16 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. The toss now to Robinson. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now.
Play action. Here's Penix. Vacates quickly left side. He brings it in. He goes out a little short of the 40.
Okay, you see how effective these crossing routes are. It's kind of like that point guard delivering to a big man. Once he feels that presence, once he sees a little bit of space, and he trusts the guy on the other end, well, it's almost automatic.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw it. Gets this one to London. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here we go, set.
Play fake, Penix. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. He's back to throw. Oh, he forced it. Intercepted, and that could do it. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Bucks to the line. First and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Run begins with a run by Irving. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Pressure coming. Baker got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Put the body on the line for his team. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Buccaneers leading by 7. Offense is set. First and 10. On the give, this is Irving. Space pass